Up early. It's about 6:30 down here on the streets of Indianapolis, right in front of Lucas Oil Stadium. On my way to get my credential. A little bit of a long day yesterday, travel, obviously because of the storm in Philly, but excited to get going. It's gonna be a fun week. All right, so a long day over at the convention center. Talked to a lot of players today, and it's gonna be that case for 4 straight days from Wednesday to Saturday here at the Combine. Workouts beginning on Thursday. But basically what I do is after I talk to all the players, I take all the transcriptions, I read through all of my notes, and what I do, after going through transcripts, they all go directly into the draft guide. So I find all the notable quotes. It's like, all right, what are some of the things that all of you guys, all the diehards, would want to be able to get some value out of, that if I were writing a report, I want to make sure that would be in there. Go through, pull all those quotes, provide any extra context, put them into the draft guide. So I'm doing that for every single player that either I spoke to or I was able to get the transcript for their interview at the presser. So try and do that in between everything else going on. All right, leaving the hotel. Got 2 meetings this morning. We got a 7 o'clock coffee, 7:30 breakfast, 9 o'clock pressers. I'll try and show a little bit more from Radio Row today. Let's get it. No, Lindsay, cut that last one out. Let's get it. Who am I? All right, so a couple meetings down already this morning. It's about 8:30. I got here a little bit early for the media interviews. Players start in about 25 minutes, 30 minutes. This is the media workroom. So we've got 8 podiums, 4 tables. This is where all the press conferences happen. You can take a look here. Over here is where all the TV sets are. So we've got all of them set up. It's a pretty big area. Radio Row is just over those curtains, right over this way. So this is where all the action happens from a media standpoint. We're talking to the DBs and the tight ends here on Thursday. We talked to the defensive line and linebackers yesterday. So excited to start doing this. I'm going to have 3 hours of interviews. Grab a quick coffee, grab maybe a little small bite to eat, and I'll be heading over to the stadium. So we'll show you a little bit of action here from these interviews. All right, so media interviews have finished. The pressers are all basically cleared out. And now it's like grab a quick lunch, quick bite to eat. And if you have any other radio hits, media hits you want to get to before we go over to the stadium, now's the time to do it. I just finished talking with Bo to jump on the show for Wednesday. And we could see that our friend, EJ Smith, you see him right over there over my shoulder. Yep, he's there too. So this is the time now, in the middle of the day, a little bit of a rest, and then the grind really starts with drills kicking off in just a couple hours. All right, so we got the Combine experience over here. A lot of fans throwing footballs, running 40-yard dashes. Lucas Oil, time to check in for the first of 4 days worth of drills. So I'll find my spot, hopefully sit where I normally sit, where I've been doing for the last decade plus, and take in these drills. First day of 4. All right, 6 hours later, drills are done. And now, go back to the room, write up everything I saw, get it all into the draft guide so all of you diehards out there can take in everything. So D-line, edge rushers, linebackers all worked out. Freak show athletes on display. Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese, outstanding finish to the night. And yeah, gonna go write it all up and we'll do it all again tomorrow. All right, it's about 7:30 Friday morning. We're back at it again. Still drinking coffee out of a styrofoam cup. We've got quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers this morning speaking at the podium. In between, I'll be here at Radio Row, putting finishing touches on the draft guide from the linebacker, the defensive line, edge rushers from the Combine last night, from the workouts last night. Do that. We've got media this morning. Hoof it back over to the stadium for workouts for the afternoon. Do it all again tonight. Usually day 3, it usually like thins out a little bit media-wise. Not the case this year. Every single one of these podiums, Mob House. We'll see what questions we can ask. All right, so it's about 9:15 on Friday night. Just spent about 7 hours over at Lucas Oil Stadium, taking in the workouts for the defensive backs and the tight ends. So now back at the room, and we've got a lot of data entry and all the notes that I took from the workouts. Got to get them into the draft guide. So basically my process, okay, I've got my notebook, and you can see my son did the cover, so shout out to Francis for doing the cover. Outstanding work from him. Basically what I've got is every single player from the workouts, okay? And then I've got every single drill, and I write a note with a 3-point grade scale, like ABC, for every single rep. And so I can go back through at the end of the workout. I can see, all right, this guy got a whole bunch of A's, this guy got a whole bunch of C's, this guy got a whole bunch of B's, and then see if sometimes I usually, well, not sometimes, I usually write some kind of a buzzword. Oh, he looked smooth, or he fell, or there was a drop, or whatever it is. And I usually try and write a bunch of notes down. And I go through and I write like a little 3 or 4 sentence summary, and I put that into the draft guide. So that's how I take my notes. I've got to do that for, I don't know, close to 100 guys, whatever it is. It's probably more like 70 guys here tonight, and get that all into the draft guide. So if you're a diehard, you can get into the draft guide and you can go check out all my notes from every single position. I've been taking all these notes for the last 7 hours. Now they're all going in here before I go back to bed and do it all again tomorrow. All right, so I'm about to jump on with our friends at DLLS. Jeff, say hi.
Hello, everybody. The Eagles are falling apart.
Check us out, DLLS, PHNX, CHGO, DNVR, and obviously PHOI.
No, bring it back this way. Go Birds. I had to make up. Go Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly.
It's about 6:15 on Sunday. Sunday. Breakfast. I would love for our friends at Wawa to open up a franchise here in Indianapolis, specifically for me, so that I don't have to dive a little deeper for breakfast every morning. All right, just sat down to my seat. It's right around lunchtime on Sunday, the final day of workouts here at Lucas Oil Stadium for the 2026 Combine. Offensive lineman going today, one of my favorite positions to be able to study for this, for this event. So I'm excited for the workouts to get going here soon. It's been a great week. Final day of drills. Like I said, I'm gonna go back. I'll get all the notes into the draft guide. Make sure you're following along. Make sure you become a diehard. You get access to all that. But yeah, the week's coming to a close. It's been a fun trip so far. All right, so offensive line workouts have been done for a couple hours now. I got some of the notes done. Went, grabbed a quick bite to eat. Heading back over now to the hotel to finish up. I figured this is a new hallway that you guys haven't seen yet. This is the hallway that when the TVs or when the cameras are on, the head coaches and GMs and the players walking from the convention center to the stadium. This is the hallway they walk down. You might recognize that stained glass wall. So yeah, I figured a different location. So we go back. I'm gonna finish up the offensive line notes, make sure the draft guide is completely up to date. I'm on a plane back to Philly tomorrow. I'll be back on the PHOI Eagles show on Tuesday. Hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog here from the 2026 NFL Scouting Combine.